Alrighty, welcome to Yggdrasil's Clash. This is, of course, round 1. Where I keep forgetting where Ness is at. Basically, I'm probably not going to commentate these battles until we get to the final 4, but I'd like to give my opinions on each, like, what the situation is. I'm surprised the hero was able to get through so simple. Like, the fact that we have 3 heavy hitters gone already, Sephiroth, Byleth, Piranha Plant, Tails. It's basically a brand new tournament. I mean, we definitely still have some good fighters left. I mean, we have the #1, like, look at this way. We have a finalist from 2019 in K. Rool. We have the champion of 2019, Captain Falcon, at number 7. We have the 2018 champion, number 8, Ness. We have the 2015 champion at number 9 with Robin. We have the #1 seed from last year at number 11 with King DDD. And, of course, last year's Stage 2 champion, that's Hero, who barely squeaked in. So, that is kind of interesting, you know? So, we're going to hop into this. I don't know if I'm actually going to... basically, how it is, as you can see, we have I think it's the top 4 seeds are already automatically have a bye straight into the next round. So then they'll face the winners, and then I think it goes to the final 4. Yeah, this one's a little bit stranger. Yeah, and then they'll immediately go into the final 4. So this is actually a shorter bracket than we had last time. Interesting. Well, let's just hop into it right now. Now, these two are like well-known, like past elite fighters, but not currently. Like current day, they're just viewed as good. I mean, if you look at their current record, I gotta load up the actual page, like their complete and utter like final record right now, up to week 6. Ness is only 23 and 22 in total. That's good enough for the 19th. And then Robin's 9th at 23 and 21. So it's like, it's really close between these two. It's crazy. So this could go any way. That's all I'll say. interesting finish. A 5-4 win. That's going to put the number 9 seed down for the count here. Whoops. That's not the right one. I just saved. Did I save? I don't know if I did. It's supposed to be 9. I accidentally clicked 10. There we go. Perfect. So up next, we have the, I think it's the 7 versus 10. Let's see, I can double check. Yeah, because Ness moves on. He will face... On here it says he'll face King K. Rool, but honestly, it gets reseeded based off of the remaining fighters. And in this case, I mean, like, it's still too early to tell where he goes. So, we'll do probably the strangest and the most oddest one. I thought I would never see this stage. It's gonna be Palutena versus Hero. Hero can still go for the hometown win, like the hometown, a home game for a championship game. Well, we'll see if he can do that. But he's got an easier time as he faces Palutena, who hasn't really been good at all. This is only Palutena's second season. The first season was like 2015, 6 years ago, so she's trying to reclaim some credibility, but Hero was already good last season. So we'll see where this stands coming up.
3, 2, 1, go!
just like that, Hero's continuing his comeback to the big leagues after missing out on his first stage in general in the Mushroom Cup. He's back to take him with a vengeance, taking out the conference-winning Palutena, mind you. That's 3 upsets literally done by Hero here. The question is, now we have to go to Wrecking Crew, which is where Dr. Mario is, which Dr. Mario hasn't been doing too well as of late. That's the thing. Where's Wrecking Crew? I know it's here somewhere. Man, I've lost it. I'm looking all over for Wrecking Crew. There it is. And greens. Number 6 versus number 11. And of course, we all know about King DDD. Number 1 seed last year. Already a neck-and-neck match with King K. Rool. It's just crazy out there. It really is. So we'll see. We will see how this match is going to wrap up. As we've already lost the 5 seed and the 9 seed. But we already lost one of our top 6 seeds, which is very surprising. See you on the other side of this match. with a big win here. That actually is a big surprise as we lose another top 6 or top half seed. That's the number 6 seed out. But then again, it's like, even though he's the 11th seed, King DDD technically still has what more than likely would have eclipsed like a top half seed. Like, you look at the standings, DDD is 12 and 6. That would have been higher than the number 10 seed, the number 9 seed, the number 8 seed, the number 7 seed, the number 5 seed. Like, it's just crazy. This entire stage is just crazy. And it's kind of insane on how these playoffs kind of have unraveled so far. So, number 11 seed moves on, which defaults. That means we get a King DDD up against King K. Rool matchup, because no matter what, actually that's wrong. It's Hero automatically faces King K. Rool. King DDD will then go to play DK, and then the result of this next game will pit either Ness against Yuna Urkami or Villager. It all depends on where it lands, because if Captain Falcon wins, then Falcon goes to play Villager and Ness goes to play Yuna Urkami. The other way around if Banjo wins. A 4-4 win. King DDD strutting along. Alrighty. Next game we got, like I said, the 2019 champion. That we get Captain Falcon. Going up against somebody who's been at the top of the chart for a while now. Quite a while now. We have Captain Falcon going up against Banjo. We already discussed him. Right now, what's going on? Captain Falcon had a really good stage here. Going 13 and 7 on 650. That's winning percentage. Banjo is still struggling so far this season, though. Only going 9 and 9, but it was good enough for the division somehow still. After starting at 11 and 12, it's not good. Like, that Division E is by far the worst division. As for where they stand in the standings, currently Banjo, of course, still is hanging on to that division lead, just barely with a 20 and 21 record, sitting in 11th place with that division lead. Captain Falcon, however, is still in last place in his division. However, he has a higher record than Banjo, 24 and 20. Everybody from Division D and Division A all have a record above 500. So, this is going to be interesting to see how this lays down.
3, 2, 1, go!
And now Banjo. Now Banjo comes back here. Like, seriously? He's been lackluster all season long, but now he takes out somebody. Takes out the Division D champion from this stage, at least. So, a little bit surprising on that end. I'm looking for this number 7. So there goes the number 7 seed. So that is it for round 1. We still have round 2 to go, so this stream will continue. I won't stop the actual stream feed itself until I get to the final 4, so I can split them into individual like highlights, if you know what I mean. But we do have... That's 3. Yeah. Wow. That's a lot of upsets going into this one. We already had 3 in there, so it's a total of 6. This is the highest, this is the most upsets in one, wait, what was this? Oh, 4-2. This is the most, like, biggest upsets, or most amount of upsets in a stage playoffs. This is the 5th one. Just in general. It's kind of crazy. But Falcon loses. Banjo continues. That means that Banjo will be the one to face Unarakami. Ness moves on to face Villager. And now these are a best of 5. And now we can pick... And now we can pick these, the actual things. So this, we're gonna go... No, I'm gonna wait for some of these. I'll first start with Ness and Villager. How about that? Ness... Onett. No, it goes to Villager, so... Town and City. Onett. Oh, wait, no, that's not how we go. Because then we'll go to Town... Yeah, so it's Onett first. That's right. And we go to Town and City, and then... Battle of the kids right here. Going up Ness, the 8th seed, going up against the number 4 seed, Villager. Since this is, of course, still the actual playoffs, it's not the final 4 yet, of course, we will continue with the current setup. Where's Villager? I always miss Villager. See you on the other side of this one. Of course, Villager, we can actually cover Villager. I didn't actually cover him yet. Villager this stage locked in at a 13-6 record for a 684 win percentage. He's got current standing. He's actually in 4th place as well with a 27-13 record. Which coming into this season, Villager wasn't all that good, but now he's just coming in, and I was gonna say he's been gone this long. There's been 2 other seasons of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and he's missed out on that, and he's this good, apparently? Who would have thought? Then, of course, we have Ness, who's coming in off his 8th seed, beating Robin at a 5-4 record. So we'll see how he ends up here. He's already down to stock. And like that, Ness actually prevents the reverse sweep, and the number 4 seed is gone. Ness has now made the final 4. Oh, give me a second to update this. Ness will be playing the winner, or it's very tough to tell right now, but that's a big upset. What was the final score of that, by the way? That was a 7-6. That was a really close game. The next one, you know what? I'm just gonna go for it. Like, the final 2 games are, like, way too good, honestly. I forgot. This is supposed to be, Spiral Mountain. Actually, now that I realize it, it'd probably be better if I did this. That's I'll face myself, and this is time to make history. So already one Mii fighter out, eliminated in the knockouts, but Yu's still here. Can he fend off Banjo? Banjo's been struggling. Let's double check on how they're going right now. We already know about Banjo. Banjo did earn the final spot, the 10th spot, which is an auto lock spot into the finals, or into the playoffs, beating Captain Falcon 4-2. However, we have Yuna Origami, who didn't start very good. I mean, he was kind of middle of the road, a little bit mediocre in the first stage, Mushroom Cup. Yggdrasil's Clash, he came out firing on all cylinders, going 14-5 with a 737 winning percentage. Great start, and that's why Yuna Origami currently leads Division C even over the champion from the Mushroom Cup, Sephiroth, by literally .004 winning percentage. It's literally that close. He's 8th seed currently, which is what a comeback from him. And already getting the first stock taken away is kind of gonna hurt. So I'll see you on the other side of this match too. And look at that. On another hard-fought battle. And that means that I'm... This is a very, very, very strange finish, honestly. Looking at things. Another game that went the distance. This time it was 7-5. Yuno Rakami coming alive. So that does eliminate Banjo here. And that means you gets put right there. So the 8th and the 3rd seed are through currently. This eliminates the 10th seed. So that really wasn't much of an upset. But you making it is actually kind of good. But next we get the more interesting ones. We have the number 1 seed going up against the number 16 seed. Now the cool thing about this is the number 1 seed is King K. Rool. The number 2 seed is Hero. Oops. That last one needs to be random. Oh, I did it again. You have the number 1 seed in all of Yggdrasil's Clash. That's King K. Rool. Going up against the winner of this very stage, same stage last season, Hero. Can Hero do the impossible? Once again, King K. Rool coming into these playoffs. Honestly, did okay. They're going 12-9 in the first stage, but he was on fire in this stage. He never lost a game, technically. I mean, he never lost a set. He lost a few games, like 2-1, but he never actually lost a set. He usually won the set. Holy crap, that was a spike for the ages. But a 16-3 record with a +19 record actually puts him top seed overall just entirely of the actual thing, which is kind of crazy to think about. Hero, on the other hand, of course, catching up now. He's now at 500 after a terrible Mushroom Cup where he went 10-13. I mean, that's not terrible, but still, it's not good for his, or for how good he was doing. Then he comes in here, goes 12-9, so great comeback. Let's see if this comeback story can continue. I didn't even get to finish my outline before Hero just won that. Bro, don't tell me he's gonna come back.
3, 2, 1, go!
So much for that Cinderella story, huh? Well, he got a win. That's all that matters. 6-5. It was actually still kind of close, which is still surprising. 6-5. It's pretty crazy. So this is going to put King K. Rool in the top spot, no matter what. King K. Rool is in that top spot. Hero had a good attempt at coming all the way back, but alas, his time defending this title ends here. Last one is, of course, the most important one, as we are going to see probably... It's pretty crazy, honestly. We're going to see King K. Rool, or not K. Rool, DK, the surprise upstart after a terrible, frankly terrible, first stage. So that would be Green Greens, and then that would be Jungle Gapes, or Congo Falls. This is a battle of Division A, let me tell you. Well, let's find out what happens here. I mean, these two are literally neck and neck so far. DK, like I said, terrible start. 8-14 in the first stage. -10, too. He came firing out on all cylinders, losing only one match and going 15-3. Good enough to be 833, but still just a hair behind King K. Rool. One other win, and he would have needed to beat him. He needed a better winning percentage than him. He would not have won the tiebreaker against K. Rool, no matter what. But it's pretty good. It puts him in 14th. Not good enough for a wild card, as DDD still has that overall. But DDD, however, has had a pretty good time here, defeating the 18th seed Zelda, and then defeating the 15th seed Tails to get into the actual playoffs themselves. And then upsetting Dr. Mario, and then heading off to face DK here. So see what happens here. I mean, DD's already doing a good job. Can he continue this forward momentum? That was an utter destruction. 6-2. That's what you call a cupcake schedule for DK, honestly. Looks like... It honestly just looks like his record was completely inflated. I mean, a great start by DK. But alas, we now have our final four. So this is how it's gonna go. The first game is going to be King K. Rool going up against King DDD. The other one is going to be Ness going up against Yuno Rakami. All games are best of 4, by the way. Every game. And this is why this is fun. We have a brand new set as well coming into this one. Actually, no, that's wrong. It was Byla, Sephiroth, Terry, and King DDD. This time it's K. Rool, King DDD, Narukami, and Ness. So... And it'd be really interesting. I mean, I could see, like, all 4 of these fighters have had something good going their way. K. Rool, of course, made the Grand Finals in 2019. DDD was the #1 seed and won Stage C last year. Ness is the 2018 champion, albeit that was on Smash 4. Narukami hasn't had anything, so it's going to be really, really interesting on how this ends up. With only a few games to go, we'll see how this ends. Alrighty, be right back with the beginning of the Final Four.